So today I'm going to be installing some DP Customs front leaf spring mounts. This is more of an aesthetic thing for me and just symmetry thing. I bought the truck. I have cow tracks on it, as you can see. And if you go under this front leaf spring mount, you can tell that I don't have e-brakes either, but the factory mount was actually just cut like along this axis right here, so there's no more supporting angle. And what's nice about the DP Customs mounts is they have a little swoop, so they actually save weight over the factory ones. And the steel they use is stronger. And the processing about this is these are factory rivets, and you'll basically just cut these out. The two on the bottom, the two on the top, and then on the other side, passenger side. But we'll go ahead and probably a torch would be the easiest tool. But for me, I'll just be using an angle grinder because that's what I have access to. And you can see how this is kind of lipped down. And that means that this is probably slightly a weak point for me, especially since with cow tracks, I have even more force pushing into it. So I'm gonna go ahead, get an angle grinder and get to chopping these off, and I can show you how easy it is to pull them off and bolt in the DP Customs mounts. So if you're doing this yourself, you're gonna need an air hammer or a torch. This took me about an hour to get these four out. And that's with decent mechanical experience. These things were stuck in there good. So now you'll have your new bracket that lines up all nice and pretty. So I'm gonna do mine bolts going through the frame, the nuts tighten on top, they're nylocks, and then you have to drill this last hole in the middle, which is directly above the leaf spring mount. You can do that if you want, you don't have to. The hole's there, so I probably will, just to make it look pretty. But yeah, now we'll just tighten it back up. And after all that, now it's nice and pretty. Looks good, nice and sturdy again. And then the driver's side, the only thing you have to take into consideration is you have the gas tank here, which will make reaching everything in here quite a bit harder. Again, it'll all be super doable. These back two will be tough, but an air hammer is the tool you need. Without an air hammer, I would not recommend doing this at all. But yeah, looks pretty, looks good next to my cow tracks. I got some other pieces painted gold, and excited to support DP Customs in the process and have a better vehicle because of that. So after you finally get it out, let's see if I can get decent lighting in here. You can see this side's quite a bit tighter because you have the gas tank right here. This was not easy at all, I'll be honest, but peace of mind. Cut this up right here, so I'm gonna hit it with the welder, weld it back nice and tight. But yeah, they're all 14 mil bolts and nuts. I think I said 15 mil earlier, but they're all 14 mil. So we'll get these bottom two tightened up, one of each top, and then we'll drill the last center hole through and get the third middle nut in. But yeah, even with this hole here, even if I didn't weld it up, these brackets are quite a bit stronger than the old ones, so I wouldn't even be worried about it if you did nick it up. But peace of mind, you could also hit this with a wire wheel, little clear coat of paint, and before you slap the new piece in there, and it'll look a little prettier.